keep in mind, this is just week 2. UFOs emerged in Philadelphia. This is only week 2, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an interesting year for sure. We're going to be discussing this sighting and what it means for what we're going to see this year as a whole. It's nice to just hang out with all of you as we break down the weekly events Friday night. It's amazing, 2 weeks in a row we have something very interesting. Very interesting things going on. Hit the like button if you are just joining us. If you're watching on the replay, hit the like button. What a week it's been. Across the board. You have to start to sit back, read the tea leaves, read the writing on the wall, and come to the conclusion, understand what we are going to experience this year. And we're going to connect the dots tonight. Some of you will be joining in as well. But it's something that, you knew it was coming, and it's here. We were prepared for this. Were you prepared for this? Let us know. So today, footage shows several UFOs hovering above Philadelphia in a cluster. 2 craft seem to merge. I watched this footage. You could find this footage on Reddit and Daily Mail. And I will share those links in both our Patreon and Telegram group chat. You could join our Patreon or Telegram for the group chats. It's becoming like the norm now. It's literally the norm. I think it was 2012. Confirm that in the chat. You saw the footage, the UFO over the Dome of the Rock, and you see it hovering, and then it shoots straight up like super fast in the air. Like that footage alone is like the smoking gun. If you ever seen that footage of the UFO over the Dome of the Rock. And it looked like it was kind of like charging up and just moved so fast up in the air. And that was actually an interesting piece of footage because it came from 2 different angles. So, sometimes I don't think they had the abilities to maybe replicate things going back. So what is that now? We're headed into 12 years ago. And now we see that hovering over Philadelphia. And you all might see this as well. And you see like the different, it looks like orbs, and they kind of come together. If you've seen that yourself, I've had this conversation with many people. Let us know. It's like when I see that, I'm absolutely fascinated by it. But I believe it's numbing. Yeah, there's a lot of glitches we're experiencing as well. But I think society is numb. And when I was younger, like that would be such a big deal. You talked about UFOs when you were a kid. Oh, they say you're out of your mind. You must be a wackadoodle-doo. You talk about UFOs. Can't talk about UFOs. Now it's the norm. And you have to start like piecing things together. You could see the UFOs this week. What did we have last week? Right? Alien running around Miami Mall. Aliens are here in Miami. Aliens in Miami. Week 1. Week 2, we have footage of UFOs hovering over Philadelphia. And I think it's overwhelming for all people to get this all thrown at them all at once. We are really digesting a lot of what's going on in the world. You know, it's about processing. You know, I shared that on the channel. It's time to really digest, rest and digest. Time to process these things. Well, Desiree, you came to the right place. You have a knowing. I think that this really, you know, it helps us really understand our worth. You know the answers. You don't have to bow down to the gaslighting. Maybe you might be the black sheep of the family. I don't know if there is a black sheep emoji. I would say you could put that in the chat right now. But when I saw that, some of you know some of the footage that I've shot, and it looks very similar to those orbs. When you think of the electromagnetic spectrum, when you look at it and you say, well, it looks weird, or maybe it looks like a glitter, right? There's all different lights within the electromagnetic spectrum. A lot of times we, yes, Rebecca, we see invisible light, and when you look at the spectrum, that's only just a small fraction, and that's interesting. We have to really be prepared for what we will see in 2024, and disclosure is literally coming. It's coming full speed ahead. Last week we had a 10-foot alien roaming around Miami Mall, and I feel that you know, when you start to see a little bit at a time, you know, people were interested in the fact that it was maybe transparent, right? I always refer to an interview with a Native American man in Arizona, and he spoke about the extraterrestrial beings. He said, you won't see them here. They're here, but you won't see them because they vibrate on a different frequency. Everything's rising up. It's like we're going up another octave on the scale, and you can't express the change that we're going to see. Reflect on your everyday life. You might be new to the channel. You know, did people disappear from your life this past year? I actually read it in the I think it was Desiree that said it in the comments. People, they don't even look at you. They look through. They don't see you, right? They look away from you. There's different frequencies happening right now at a rapid pace. So just like how we're seeing maybe weird anomalies in everyday life, what happens when the little green men show up with the flying saucers, right? So there's things that are coming that maybe we haven't seen them before. And when you get to something, I did a video on uncharted waters. When you get into uncharted waters, right, you don't know what to expect. There's no map. You don't map it out. Map it out, kid. You can't map it out. So what does it look like? It looks like it's being telegraphed slowly. There's many people, you know, in YouTube communities that know about star seeds and you know, all different extraterrestrial races. Where are you from? Let us know. So, but when you think about like the mass population, that is a small fraction. But we only need that small fraction to really anchor down. And we're anchoring down because people will, you know, maybe see some of these things. The best quote on that video was, the camera is shaky. Next time, please someone tell his wife to stop driving so he can film. So he's driving in the car and it's like footage is shaking. So yeah, you gotta sit back. you gotta stop everything. Get the camera phone out and start filming. But it does seem like that it is happening very slowly. And we're in the second week, and things are coming out of the box. And everything is kind of connected. When you really think about it, and we know it, but not many, we know it, and it might affect the way that we think about the world or the universe. But what about people that maybe they think that we're alone? You know, we're not like this small, like it's so vast, and there's so much that we want to learn about ourselves, and we probably will learn about ourselves this upcoming year. The more footage that you see, I'm sure you are, Corinne. The more footage that you see, the more pieces of evidence. I can refer back to that 2012, scene, and you know what's real, and you know what's a distraction. And you have the eyes to see. So sometimes you might look at something. There's all different. Let me tell you something. The interweb, it's a wild place out there. And like I guarantee you, we could put together 10 videos, all with UFOs, right? And I guarantee you could sit there and you could say, that one's real, that one's not, that one's real, that one. You'll be able to pick out each one. I'm sure a lot of things come up on your stream. And as these things come up on your stream, you'll be able, that is real, that is not. Discernment is very important. Clairsentience in the end days. I heard someone say that a few years back on YouTube. Does anyone know that person? You're going to have to use discernment. You're going to have to feel the energy behind things. And now with the rise of AI and so on and so forth, there are so many things that are out there that you're scratching your head and you're saying, is this real or is this not? When I look at this footage and the guy is driving and shaking, so to go back to that comment of making fun of, you tell your wife to stop driving while you're filming, it actually puts some validation to the video. But I've seen those orbs before. Have you seen the orbs in the sky before? Let us know in the comments. Think about, okay, this looks very authentic, right? And it's probably not going to look over the top. It's not going to look over the top. So when you personally think about a UFO, you might not think about a little orb of light. Orb of light, that's not a UFO. You always think about the craft. So when you see something like that, it starts to give it a little bit of validation. There might be some weird things going on over there. Maybe they'll let us know if the Eagles will win this week. I know they're playing on Monday, not Sunday. Maybe the Eagles will win. The UFOs are dropping off some defense for the Eagles. Maybe. But it does seem to, however it happens, I want you to really let go of the expectations. Oh, who is, God's always in control, kid. How is it coming out? It is happening slowly, but it has to happen slowly. And you know that it's happening this year. So, we go through 2 weeks and you have examples. And slowly people begin to question things. I recently was talking to someone about the Mandela effect. She's very open-minded, but it's like, oh. So that's actually a good, that's something that I actually have to work on. I have to work on a new Mandela effect video. But when you have to really start thinking differently, when we really go back on the main ideas of thinking in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, you really start to understand everything. The people, the reality itself. Maybe we're hopping realities. Maybe there's different realities combining all at the same time. Future, present, and past coming in at the same time. Everything all at once, possibly. Is it everything all at once. Everything all at once is coming. That's what it feels like. To see such a rapid change. Remember that, were these things always here? Technology has improved vastly in the past, 10 years, 20 years. So, if you were going to school in the 90s, with your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack, your He-Man backpack, we didn't have this stuff. So maybe like people would say, oh, I see it, but there was no way to film it. Think about how all of the technology, remember that technology is not good or bad. Some people say, oh, technology is bad. Technology is good. It just is. It's a tool. So now everyone could take out their phone and it could be used for good. Oh, I got to get this information. Look at this crazy thing over here. So things are happening faster. It's the expansion of human consciousness, faster and faster. A couple of people, I still get, every once in a while, I'll get a comment. But there's no event. There's no event. So the event is the total expansion of human consciousness. Like that's an event, for example, right? The 10-foot alien running around does anyone know the 10-foot alien? That's an event, right? All these events, it triggers people to wake up, expand. Oh, this is a possibility. This is a possibility. Write it in the chat. This is a possibility. This is a possibility. You have to be open to the possibility that anything could happen. Absolutely. AV123 writes, the event is happening now. You could write it in the comments. The event is happening now. I need to fish writes, Bart Simpson knows them. Tremendous. Isn't it tremendous with the Simpsons? Yeah, the Simpsons know everything. They know it. Yeah. All these years, right? All these years, people making fun of Homer, saying he's stupid, right? Oh, Homer, the donuts, right? But look at all the information that Homer gave us. Hey, way to go, Homer. Hi, Homer Simpson. Let's get a little shout out for Homer tonight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Homer isn't as silly as we as we thought. Homer knew. Homer knew what was coming. Homer knew what was coming. So it's fabulous how many things they predict. So they must be channeling something. The Oracle, they have the Oracle there, writing the what episode are we gonna talk about today? So sometimes the answers are right in front of your face. Sometimes the answers are right in front of your face. But people are so busy. People with nonsense. They got the bread. They got the circuses going. We get some bread and clowns going in the chat. I appreciate that. Hit the like button if you're just joining us for Friday Night Live. We're having a great time tonight. We're going to be pulling a card in a few minutes. Yeah. I heard about that, Amy. I heard about that. Yeah. The universe is guiding us to a special place, and the more that we let go and just ride the wave, when is it going to happen? When is it going to? I know when. Ready? You know when it should happen? They have to put that mothership over the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, could you imagine that? You get the mothership over the Super Bowl. Oh, you got those pineal glands popping off all over the place, all over the yard. Pineal glands will be opening up left and right. Oh my, look at that mothership over the Super Bowl. That would really wake them up a little bit, if you will. So now it has to happen slowly because it is very draining. I've gone through down rabbit holes over the course of the years, and each time your body goes through a reset. Like your physical reality that you were living, right? You were living in this reality where, and then fill in the blank. So really, I want you to think about this tonight. We have the deeper keys to the universe here tonight. You lived in a reality. I lived in a reality where this is the reality. And then you, wait a second, that's fake? Oh, this is actually how it goes? Now you just entered a brand new reality. So your whole body, your system, your nervous system has to adjust to it. You know, so that could happen on the grand scale, or it could happen in your everyday life experience. You know, people around the world, they're going through things and they think that, oh, this is real. And then you wake up, oh, I wasted years watching this thing and it wasn't real. Or you could have something personally in your life, and then you woke up and you said, oh, this was fake. Oh my God. This is what the truth was. Oh, Corinne, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Corinne. Shout outs to all our Brazilians in the chat. I love you, Corinne. Thanks for being here since the beginning. I'm very grateful for you, Corinne. We're going to keep going, Corinne. Every single day. Every single day. We just keep going. Hey, listen, I know you have some fancy beaches, but if you didn't see my little story, there are people from all different countries and continents that go to my beach. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. So, no, it's true. Michael, yeah, I actually had a weird, interesting experience about that. So, embrace the change. It's something we actually talked about, this rising. You have to really embrace change. Because change is happening. It's not going to be the same any longer. There is a truth, and it's coming. Mad Dog, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Mad Dog. Never forget, God gave humans domain over Earth. So there's no fear with any UFOs. I'm definitely not. I'm fascinated by them. Much love, Uncle Mike. Thanks for showing up every day, no matter what. I appreciate you, Mad Dog. No, I love doing this. I love showing up every single day. It's part of your life. You can't even, maybe you could see it. We are at 87 consecutive days training in the gym. Oh, we have some tremendous stuff coming to the channel soon, baby. Yeah, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Maybe you just got to double check you are still subscribed to the channel. You know, our whole lives can change, you know, and we are the kings and queens of everyday life. Yeah. We are the kings and queens of everyday life, and it's happening. It's happening. You could write it in the comments. Oh, it's happening. And it is happening. I mean, maybe we would have like a major UFO sighting or something with the aliens once a year. Hasn't it been happening at a higher frequency? Please hit the like button as we are in the stream of consciousness. So remember, the Schumann resonance, I talk about the Schumann resonance if you're new to the channel. So since December of 2019, all of a sudden, we have more activity, more spikes, more blackout glitches, right? All these different anomalies, and we will never forget the Schumann resonance rapture of June. Yeah, the people that say, oh, but nothing happened in 2023. Oh, no, it happened in June. We went, God said, one was taken, one will remain. Remember that? And we have the evidence there, full video on the channel page, yeah. So we have it coming in at more, a higher frequency, if you will. So the events that will expand consciousness, the Schumann resonance is connected to human consciousness. So we have the spiking, right? Higher frequency. So maybe once every couple of years you see, a major thing. There was one in New York too. There were UFOs in New York, very similar to the footage that was just captured in Philadelphia. If you're just joining us, we have footage in Philadelphia. We have UFOs. You could find this footage on Reddit and Daily Mail. And the person uploaded it there. It looks similar to that, those little orbs. There was, if anyone could let us know in the comments, where was that, or what year was the UFOs in New York? You know, people hear that, they probably have no clue. But yeah, years ago, there was UFOs in New York. So this is happening at a higher rate. So now we are 2 weeks in, right? And then if you think about it, last year we had UFOs in aliens in Las Vegas. Police were called, shows up. Now again this year, that's less than a year apart. You know, it's happening more frequently. We're getting a knock. They're knocking on the door. They're here. They're here. Heidi Gomes, thank you so much, Heidi. I appreciate you. We are leveling up, baby. Yeah, I appreciate that, Heidi. I appreciate that. I'm caught up with the chat. If anyone knows when the New York City alien UFO thing was, let us know. But I'm sure if you type it in, you could always find it. They don't have to knock, Corinne writes. They just go right through the door. They'll just go through. They know what to do. But embrace who you are, embrace who we all are, and just get ready for it. Don't be afraid. As Mad Dog wrote before, you know, some people, they might be fearful of these things. People are afraid of things that they don't know about, you know? So there is nothing to be fearful of. You know, and I see it, you know, you meet people, you don't know them, then you know them, they're like your best friend. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about people you came across on your journey. You didn't know them. You might have been fearful of those people. They might have looked different than you. And then all of a sudden, you become like best friends. Think about that. M, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you, M. M writes, hi, Michael. I've seen many UFOs. I recommend people to just watch the sky at night for an hour. You will see them. They are still like stars. Then they start to move slowly, sometimes flashing on and off. Flash on, flash off. Wax on, wax off. Remember that? Wax on, wax off. It's wax on, wax off. We have to train. We train every day. I'm starting to believe more. If you've ever seen, obviously, Star Wars or Guardians of the Galaxy, like our world might actually be more like that. They had like all if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I talk about the Marvel movies. As you could see, I'm a big into the Marvel superheroes because they teach us stories about us. And that's probably more what reality actually is like. That scene, right? They had the purple lady and then the green guy, and right, and the one that looked like a tall, and then the guy was like that was in Thor though. He was like made of rock. Forgot that guy's name. So that's probably what the universe actually is. They're showing us what it really is like. So, you know, stay tuned. Depends on so I'm going to be doing, Karen, I'm going to be doing a full video on that because I sit alone every day. And I sit with God on the beach, and I'm really thinking about these things. And I'm preparing, I want to make a video for people. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're new. I appreciate that. I want people to understand what's really has happened, right? And what is going to happen, and just expand your mind to different possibilities. And you have to think on a quantum level. And it's a lot to absorb all at once. But, if you even just start to dabble in the Mandela effect a little bit, that will start to open you up. Say, wow, this is what's really going on. Brandy writes, quantum is the big picture. Yeah. You got to see the big picture. There's a bigger picture out there, and we have to be authentic. 2-3 years ago, I saw a lot of the picture. I didn't see all the picture. And guess what? We definitely still don't see the big picture. We are on a journey of self-discovery. If you're here for the authentic journey, hit that subscribe button, because this is going to be a great year. It's going to be a year like never before here on this channel. And we're getting so many people here from all different countries. Share this video, share our channel. You know, I just saw the comment before. You know, you feel like, you know, you're tired of, you know the answers, and, you know, people, you got to find community. Oh, yeah, Cliff, we're going to have the bingo cards. We're going to have all the bingo cards ready. I don't have a bingo card this week, but I do have, I have a message from the universe card, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. The universe will give us another message tonight. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will be like, bingo! We're wrapping up the week. We do Friday Night Live every week. Thank you so much for everyone that supported the channel this week. Just want to say thank you to Greg Gavigan, Jesse Tucker, Cliff Virginia Hiker, and Crystal Cranford. Thank you so much for that, and I will be placing that towards my health. I'm very grateful for that. Grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for everyone that became a channel member this week. If you'd like to become a channel member, it's a great support for this channel. And you know what? We have to stay focused. Forgot something. We have to stay focused on where we're headed. We are headed to higher and brighter times. And we went through a lot of tough times, but we're headed towards a place of truth. You know, the age of Aquarius, as I just saw it in the comments, it's the age of, it's going to be truthful. We're going to be flowing. We're going to be having so much fun. We're going to live in abundance. We don't have to live in lack. And it's not just lack of at the monetary level. It is lack of consciousness. Awareness is the precursor to change. Knowledge is power. The lack of knowledge is the lack of power. So you become empowered the more that you know. When I was younger, they had that thing. I think it was on Channel 4. Let me know in the comments. And they said, the more you know, and the star would come with the rainbow. The more you know. Do you remember that? That was great. Remember, whatever happened to that? Hey, let's bring back the more you know. Remember that? Maybe it was also during Saturday morning cartoons. There's got to be at least one person in this chat right now that remembers the more you know. And then the star would go across. You remember that, Christelle? Yeah, the more you know. Christina remembers that. Thank God. Someone's got to remember. You better remember it. You know, we share the same genetics and have the same upbringing. But yeah, no, it is really about the more you know. And those classic phrases, those things, you know, you have to be focused on that. It is all about the more that you know. You want to have more wisdom. We always talk about the Legend of Zelda, the Triforce of Wisdom. Got to get that Triforce. Get the Triforce going. Physically, mentally, spiritually. I'm working on all three phases. Are you? We have to be self-empowered. We have to be self-sufficient. And there's you'll feel so charged up. 11 degrees, that's terrible. We got to send you some heat. Yeah, no, the country's going through a deep freeze right now. Deep freeze. So temperatures are going to be dropping here too. But no, every day, you know, I'm grateful. You got to be grateful. You got to be grateful for your health. You got to be grateful for friends. You got to be grateful for family, and be grateful for you. Be grateful for you, because you have the ability to cause this great change. And, you know, we're going to go out there. We're going to have so much to dive into this year. It's the second week. What do you think? And, you know, if you're watching on the replay, write in the comments. What do you think? We're in week 2. So we have back-to-back weeks. I mean, week 2, right? 11 and a half more months of this. We just touched the surface. Like, it's going to be a wild ride. But that's why, if you're getting this message, That's why you went through everything last year. You had to clean it up. You had to be prepared. You had to clean it up. You had to be prepared. You know, you have the aliens coming down. You don't know what to expect. God had you ready. You're like this right now. You're ready. Hit the like button if you're ready, kid. Hit the like button if you're ready. If you have the eyes to see, and Mad Dog wrote it before, there's nothing to be fearful of. Don't be afraid of the aliens. Don't be afraid of the UFOs. Don't be afraid of the mother. Remember the mothership in Independence Day? Welcome to Earth. Now, they just try to program you for scary stuff, but no, they come in peace. Like the alien that gives you the peace sign, like that's the actual alien. It's pretty chilled out. We're all chilling out. We're going to sing Kumbaya, and it's just going to be a wild ride. I'm ready for it. I'm sure all of you are ready for it as well. And I think it's about that time before we wrap it up here. We are going to be heading over to Patreon in a few minutes. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, we're going to discuss the aliens. And if you'd like to be on Zoom with all of us, the link's in the description. Because everyone has something to share. This is a collective effort. Yeah, this is like a collaborative effort of many light warriors, star seeds, indigos, right? Who else are you? Let us know in the chat. What are you? What are you? From Orion? You're from Orion? Lyrians, right? I wonder what ship is coming. Christians? Everyone. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone, all together. Okay, we're going to have a card from the universe right now. We're going to get a message coming in if you're new to Friday Night Live. Wonderful message coming in. We're going to pick a card. Peace flows through us and around us. We free our minds of all criticism. We communicate and serve in a peaceful and loving way. It's pretty relevant once again, right? We have peace. The aliens come in peace, right? Clearing our minds of criticism. Maybe people criticize you for believing in aliens and UFOs over the year. Learning how to communicate. Listen, the answers are right before our very eyes. Russ writes, I'm a grasshopper seeking mastery. Yes. The grasshoppers are tremendous. Love the grasshoppers. Love Friday Night Live. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you all being here. Hit the like button. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about this year? What are we going to witness this year? Will there be more? I would say for Anna writes, card is on point. Absolutely. I would say as we are in week 2, we are definitely going to see something major this year. Ever since I was a child, I talk about the inner child. You got to be in touch with your inner child. If your inner child was like, oh, you got so fascinated by these things, right? What a joyous event. It's going to be such a joyous event to see things that maybe we just thought was fantasy, but this year it becomes reality. It's going to be reality. So I love you all. We're headed over to Patreon right now. If you'd like to join us, we will be back on here on YouTube tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Hit the share button. Share this with a friend. If you're new to the channel, check out the channel page. We had some really powerful videos this week. Synchronicities, signs. It's all there waiting for you. I love you all. We show up every single day here on this channel. So I hope I motivate you to show up every single day, do the work every single day. And all you have to do is just be 1% better. And if you're just 1% better, by the end of the year, you're going to be in a brand new reality. Oh yeah. I love you all. I'll see you in 2 minutes on Patreon. Bye for now.